count. 3, 2, 1.
Danganronpa.
Konnichiwa, anime gamers, Jeremiah, anime boy here, and welcome back to Danganronpa Trigger Happy. Now, we're about to head to the next class trial, and I bet you it's on. Oh, so is everyone to what? Am I always missing someone?
Yo.
Yeah, Toko's not here. And Toko is... You really don't remember?
Come on!
I'm just kidding. How could I forget that little nut job of shit? She's the keyest part of the class trial this time.
What are you gonna do?
Okay, I'll go ahead and drag her out of here. Kicking and screaming. Just one more, please. And just like they said, a few moments later, he reappeared, dragging Toko behind. I told him I don't want to, but he forced me. I can't believe you would drag a girl around. Terrible! You're terrible! No, so now everyone's here. What? Okay, let's hustle to the and let's get the show on the road. I'll see you guys down there.
Let's go.
So, shall we get going? It's time to find out who killed Chiro. Chiro Fukusaki. So, she was so gentle, so calm and meek. Nobody had any problems with her. I know, right? Someone made the choice to kill a girl like that. And the murderer is one of us. Someone is standing right here. I gave you plenty to work with. Show us how far dogs we can take you. Sure. It's all about Toko's behavior. I don't think you have enough to explain it. I guess I must help you already. Yeah, it wasn't your fault. You're okay. Don't worry, you'll be fine. Shall we go? Yeah, but I'm talking about people first. I don't know why the killer did what he did. Actually, it looks so just wait to fail. Right, bro? He's talking to... Never mind.
Oh, very sad.
I miss Fukusaki. I must admit, for being 3D, she was quite remarkable. Of course, just like that 3D making me cringe. Cringe! You ready? We're doing this? I'll uncover the villain perform such an active to get visual. Okay, time to go. We have no choice, right? We have to do this.
It's true.
Yes. Okay, small note to imply. With one last deep breath, I want to close the shaky leg. With each step forward, I could feel my heart shaking the waist faster and faster. As soon as everyone was gone, the other began to deceased. I couldn't give a hand to my surgeon, who couldn't stop speculating. I stepped the box saying the heavy caused sound deeper and deeper into the ground. As we begin deeper, the energy in my heart grew bigger and bigger. The elevator was however, and continued to descend without hesitation, until finally, I can't be sound stop. What do you think? I really definitely is. So fresh. It's so exciting. Don't waste our time on a stupid question. This is over with. Good. We're preparing to go. Gonna see, I don't hate it at all.
Well,
Get the show on the road.
thrills, chills, kills!
Please find your assigned seats. Okay. Class child, all rise.
Okay then. So, first off, let's talk about the murder weapon!
That should be obvious. First, what the clip to make sure what to do with the fatal blow. That should be obvious. It's the weight. It's the weight. We saw it. Yeah, we did. Yeah, locker room dumbbell.
Chihiro's fatal injury. It appears it was a head wound.
Yeah.
According to the Monokuma file, the killer used a blunt instrument. But what kind of blunt instrument could it have been?
The weapon. What?
I bet it was an iron pipe.
Iron pipe my ass.
I bet it was an iron pole.
Iron pipe my ass.
No, it's wrong.
Sorry, dude. It just no, it wasn't it.
Can we agree that the object that dealt the fatal blow was the dumbbell? Found at the scene of the crime?
Yes.
It was covered in blood. and there was nothing else at the scene that could have caused that kind of injury.
Is that strawberry? If it is, can I lick it off, please?
And the wound on the victim's head is consistent with the shape of the dumbbell. As far as I'm concerned, there's no mistake and no room for doubt on this one.
You looked at her head wound?
Yes.
Yes! That's so creepy!
No, it's not.
If you don't mind, I will proceed from here. Let's move on to discussion of the culprit.
Already?
Although, I believe the criminal behind this heinous act is already quite clear.
You sure?
What? For real?
There's no way.
Chihiro's killer is
Don't say it.
fiendish serial killer, Genocide Jack.
You sure it was her? You know, Jack, the finished serial killer? Did she really kill Chiro? You never had added to non-stop to it. Interesting. Yeah, I need to know about this. For the debate line, no, is the reaction. The trick will disappear if you hit these lines or you build obstacles. That doesn't keep the white noise from getting in the way. Swipe the screen to attach the sign, which you could shoot down the white noise. Oh, but if you attack the set of Yoshi, you will notice won't appear at all. In which case, you can forget about the sales and slash fucking discrimination. Well then, good luck and have fun. Oh, so what are you supposed to do? Make your argument? Gonna check case file. I don't know about that, but let's see how it is.
The culprit is Genocide Jack. I'm sure.
No.
Case closed, as far as I'm concerned.
No.
But that's impossible!
That is impossible.
Why? What makes it impossible?
Well, I mean, come on! There's just no proof for it.
No proof? Are you sure, Hina? Are you sure about Hina? I don't think so. Let's see how it is. I'm sorry, Hina. Let's see how it is.
I might know one reason he could be involved.
What?
I found this file while I was looking around the archive in the library. I guess it's some kind of confidential file the police put together about the Genocide Jack case.
What? That's kinda weird as shit, isn't it? What was something like that doing in the library?
Exactly, I wanna know
The why
too.
of it is probably more trouble than it's worth. So let's, for more importantly,
Oh, my bad.
it outlines all the specifics of every Genocide Jack case in exceeding detail. According to the file, there appear to be two defining characteristics in every Genocide Jack case. The first is that a bloody message is found written at the scene of every murder.
Oh, that's right.
Not boob lust.
No. It's actually bloodlust.
Agreed. Don't talk about her
But
boobs.
more important is the other characteristic, and it's something that has never been made public.
Never made public? What the hell is it?
Why don't you tell them, Makoto?
Huh? Like as every Joyce case with word large doesn't know. If I'm not mistaken, it has to do with the position of the body. Middle, right? Yeah, got it. I wasn't sure, guys.
In every Genocide Jack case, the killer suspends the body in a certain way. Other than the killer, the only people who know about this are the higher-ups in the police department.
However, Chihiro was most definitely suspended in the same way. So, how did the culprit know about this when only high-level police officials were aware of it? There's only
I don't want to
one
look at this.
logical
I don't want to look at
answer
this.
I can think of.
What is it?
It's because the culprit in this case is the real Genocide Jack.
And who could that be?
Fucking way!
Are you sure about that?
You're saying Genocide Jack is one of us?
Yes, in fact, it's Toko.
Toko? What? I'm confused. No.
Genocide Jack's true identity is Toko Fukawa.
You sure? That can't be true.
What? Okay, wait, hold on a sec. Toko has like bloodophobia or whatever, remember? What kind of serial killer is afraid of blood?
Agreed.
Is Toko Genocide Jack? The answer is yes and no.
Huh?
Another riddle. Man, why is this gotta be so complicated?
It's a riddle for sure, but I feel to understand it. What does it mean for genocide could be Toko, but also to not be Toko? Doesn't not be the one person, but multiple people, right? Another thing to do. Okay, let's go. Oh, gambling? Really? I don't want to do this. Okay, S. Is it... Is it SC? I gotta do twice. Z? Oh.
Now I understand.
What the freak is that word? That took a while to figure it out.
Is it because Genocide Jack has a split personality?
Huh?
Oh.
I think I read that somewhere in the file too. They thought that the suspect might have, what did they call it? Dissociative identity disorder.
Oh, okay. But still, to go and say that about Miss Fukawa is...
Perfectly acceptable. Toko's strange behavior after seeing the body is proof enough that she has a split personality.
You sure? The one thing that shows Toko has split personality is how to deal with her behavior. She faints. No!
I got it!
It was the top one. How's that obvious?
You're talking about how she started acting totally different than usual, right?
That's right. Think back. She fainted when she saw Chihiro's corpse, and then, when she woke up...
Oh yeah, look how she acted. I'm fine! Oh, is that a dead body? Hey, are you dead? She must have hit her head really hard when she fainted. Oh, from the back of the corridor to slip on. See, the shit weapon lies. This is quite concerning. I mean, she sounds completely different. Pretty true.
She was acting funny, that's for sure. That melancholy tone of hers completely disappeared.
Yeah.
Don't go assigning adjectives to my tone without permission.
So it was
Not
you?
to mention, once she regained consciousness and saw Chihiro's body again, she was utterly calm. In other words, within her is one personality that can't handle blood, and one that obviously can.
So when Toko trapped herself in her room, it's because she was scared of Genocide Jack?
Oh yeah, let's see her again. Hello, beauty. I won't let Genocide Jack have control. I'll drive out the killer, drive out the murderous fiend.
The reason she locked herself in her room wasn't to keep other people from getting in. It was to keep her other personality from getting out.
What?
Toko was afraid. Afraid of the murderous fiend inside of her. Of killing even more people.
How?
Yeah.
That sounds kind of true,
How
honestly.
you know all this?
I do believe you misunderstood her. What she's trying to say isn't, how can you know all this? No. What she wants to know is, how could you tell them?
Huh?
Last night, just before Monokuma gave his motive speech, Toko and I had a strange conversation. She told me a most interesting story.
Ooh, really?
And that trepidation
I'm gonna
is
skip
what
it.
caused her to have such a bleak attitude. Isn't that right, Toko?
Sorry, guys, I meant to skip it.
This is all a lie. Right, Toko?
Please say yes.
Said you wouldn't tell anyone.
It was true?
What?
You promised. I can't believe you lied.
You have only yourself to blame. You came to me with your tragic little story. I didn't ask you to. This is the real world, not some romantic fantasy fairy tale.
I don't get it. Calm down, Toko. You'll be fine. I'll give you cuddles if I could.
Besides,
you might scratch me
broke
off.
your promise first. You said that as long as you were here, no matter what, you wouldn't let Genocide Jack kill anyone. But in spite of that promise...
Well, she said, I'm sorry I couldn't keep our promise, but don't worry, never again. I won't let Genocide Jack have control ever again. Oh yeah, she just said that.
You said if I kept my promise, you would go out with me.
Oh, what?
That's the only reason I promised.
So you, what a...
How many times do I have to tell you? I never said that. But you weren't able to do it. You just couldn't resist that rush you got from killing, could you?
I tried. I swear I tried to control it,
But your efforts were useless. What a disappointment.
Don't call Toko that.
I hate you.
I am too.
Well, the opening act is nearly finished. All that's left is to hear from the person in question directly.
The person?
Me?
You don't mean...
Me? Toku on left, long backwards. A huge dot echoed across the courtroom, but in the next second, she got up. Toko, are you...
Well, hello there! Is it me you were hoping to see?
Beautiful!
Yes! What the heck?
Knows what the fuck?
So you figured it out, huh? Well, whatever. What are you gonna do?
Touch your tongue and it looks beautiful.
I'm the ultimate murderous fiend, Genocide Jack! Or better yet, let's go with Genocide Jill!
That sounds bad, honestly.
What the fuck is this?
I want to know.
What happened to you?
I would like to know too.
Not Toko! That's a loser name, and what happened is a textbook split personality! So what if one of them happens to be a serial killer? You should turn a blind eye to one's faults.
Oh, that's a beautiful laugh. I love it.
So intense.
Like they say, sound in murderous mind, sound in murderous body!
This one is so different from the one we've come to know.
Yeah, true.
Yes, well, the world is composed of a front and a back, you know. Just like how every inning has a top and a bottom, or how in the depths of every truth lives a little lie.
The hotel was of junk, honestly.
Behind every dark and gloomy soul lives another that shines as bright as the sun!
This is the Moon's Fiend, Jack. This is beyond insane.
Miss Jack, Jill, can I ask you a question?
What's up?
Oh, she acts so nice. Look at that cute smile of hers. I wanna just give her a hug and don't kill the tongue touches me or not.
Some of us think you might be the mastermind behind our entire situation. What are your thoughts on that?
Well, I'll tell you, I am the mastermind of all masterminds! Just kidding!
No.
It's not true? Of course it's not true! How dare you try to link me to that creepazoid! And another thing, the police and government and society in the outside world are totally powerless! I mean, they just let this idiotic, bloodthirsty maniac go buck wild all over town!
Sure, I'm a bloodthirsty maniac, but life is pain, right? To live is to hurt other people. It's a necessary evil if you want to survive. The act of living itself causes pain for everyone. Just kidding again!
This should be enough to convince you. This murderous fiend is responsible for Chihiro's death.
No, it can't be.
There's clearly a motive, so there should be no doubt.
That's not it, dude. Look at the cameras. It's not her.
A motive?
Remember what Monokuma told us? If someone didn't murder and graduate within 24 hours, an embarrassing memory or secret would be revealed. Well, let's assume that Toko's secret was about Genocide Jack. If a secret like that came to light, Toko's life would have undoubtedly been forever ruined. So she had a very clear motive to never have that side of herself exposed.
Interesting. Very, very, very interesting. But sorry, as much as I hate to admit it, I'm not the culprit.
I like how her voice sounds, though, for this part. It's so cute!
But I cannot imagine anyone other than you could murder someone in such a bizarre fashion.
It can't be, you know, there's no scissors.
So, but nevertheless, it's the truth.
Can I say how she didn't do
Do
it?
you really expect any of us to believe you?
Yeah. I could never believe a word you say, you monster.
Please just listen to her. Maybe she totally right about that, but something's still bothering me. What should I say? I need to listen more to you about all this. Okay, let's go. Let's all vibe to the end. Start out the dead body. Oh boy. Okay, let's listen.
Sorry, but I didn't kill anyone.
No, you didn't.
You say that, but do you really expect any of us to believe it?
Perhaps if you had an alibi, that would change things.
Oh, an alibi, huh? Now we're talking.
When you compare your past murders to this incident, The modus operandi matches completely.
You sure about that?
What more proof do we need? Give it up. You killed her.
That could be what he said earlier.
Modus operandi.
Shut up, shut up, shut up!
No, that's wrong.
It wasn't that, dude. Shut up.
Are the methods of murder really exactly the same? I'm not so sure about that.
Me either.
I think there's a slight difference between the Genocide Jack cases and this one.
Huh? How's it any different?
I could tell.
Oh, you don't know? Well then, human garbage, let me tell you! I murder with passion and conviction.
Yeah, look guys, scissors.
I consider myself a professional, and I have a very particular way of doing things. Imagine you go to a fancy Italian restaurant. They're very picky about the noodles, the sauce, everything. But what happened to Chihiro? It'd be like if that same Italian restaurant started using ragu or Chef Boyardee.
Ooh, I like that
This
food.
is no creation of mine.
Let me rephrase that, in a way that maybe makes more sense. There are two clear differences between the Genocide Jack cases and this one.
This one's clear difference between the murderers. In the photo of Rose's case, it looks like his stomach. However, it clear different. It has to be the top one.
I got it!
Yeah, there you
For
go.
one, the cause of death is different.
Yeah, look guys.
In the Genocide Jack murders, all the victims were killed the same way. According to the case file, they were all apparently killed with a pair of scissors. But Chihiro died from a blow to the head, right?
Yeah.
Yes, that is remarkably different from the other murders.
How
Wouldn't
do you
it be
guys not
strange
notice
for
that?
someone who kills the same way without fail to suddenly change their method? And there's more. One more conflicting detail.
That's right. In my recipe of murder, if the bloody message is the tortellini, then the arrangement of the body would be the pesto sauce.
You're looking horny now.
Please stop comparing killing people to cooking?
No, it looks delicious.
Are you saying the other difference has to do with how the body was arranged?
Yeah, that's why the second difference between how the shit was spended. In the photo color is the case of all of those having to do the hands. How you could differently. How?
I
What
got
was
it.
used?
Do you remember
My house can
what
go
the
low,
killer
lower.
used
I
to
messed up too
suspend
much.
her? They used some kind of rope to hang her up by her wrists.
Coin.
What is your point?
Well, in all the previous Genocide Jack cases, something else was used to suspend them.
Scissors.
Specifically, pairs of razor-sharp scissors.
And guess what? I use my own specially designed scissors for the murders and the arrangement. Like I said, I'm a professional, so naturally I'm very picky about the tools I use. And you know what else?
What?
Big Mac said there's two differences, but he's wrong.
Talk about you talking about him?
Big Mac? Are you referring to me?
Nope, next to you.
Listen up, Big Mac. There's actually one more difference.
Huh?
Why you call it like McDonald's food? I'm making hungry.
My word, you really didn't notice? Take a look at who the victims were in each Genocide Jack case. There's a pattern there, just waiting to be discovered.
Pattern?
Figure that out, and it'll be plain as death why I couldn't have possibly killed that little lolly girl.
That's instant! Let's see. There's a pound on the Genocide Jack film and children fitting. If you look at the main agent, what you notice is, I think I figured out. I know who she could kill Pyro. Because Chihiro was a girl! She was a girl.
Is it because Chihiro was a girl?
Bingo! Bullseye! Right on the money!
What are you talking about?
In all the Genocide Jack cases, all the victims had something in common.
They were all boys. I don't want to read all that. That's not the end, dude.
They were all guys?
That's right! The people I kill with such passion and conviction are all adorable little men!
Wow, really?
I can't believe I said it! I'm so embarrassed!
Really?
The hell is wrong with you?
I can't help it! I'm just a full-throttle boy-on-boy fangirl! And the moop inside of me just hates it. But now I'm on the fast track to becoming a full-fledged fan madam!
So since Chihiro was a girl and not an adorable little man, you wouldn't kill her?
Would an
I can't believe you said
Italian chef
that.
suddenly start making ramen just because they're both noodles? Don't be stupid. I have too much passion and conviction to cross that line. That's the absolute reality of the one and only.
We get it. You've clearly explained your hobby and your philosophy. But that's not all there is to it. It's a different matter entirely, when you're forced to kill in order to survive.
Quiet, lowly cur!
Yeah, shut the fuck up, dude!
Lowly, curse.
Oh, he looks triggered.
I would never kill for a reason as petty as mere survival. And if by some fluke I did kill to survive, why would I bother with the message and arrangement? It'd make me the obvious suspect!
That does make some amount of sense.
That sounds true, though.
Whatever reason I have for killing, I would never leave out my prized scissors. Who would go out of their way to use a big, stupid, heavy dumbbell?
Maybe you used the dumbbell because you couldn't find any scissors in the school?
Any scissors? I don't just use any scissors. I only use my own set of high-class envy of the entire world scissors!
Yeah, she would. I know that.
Hey, whatever. There still aren't any in the school.
Are you sure about that?
She's gonna show it.
Da, 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 da!
Oh, look at the pose she's doing. I like it.
She's fully equipped!
That's right!
God,
So
I like-
I can kill anywhere, anytime!
I do that pose in my TikToks
Why
too.
would I resort to dumbbells or rope when
But
I
not my
have
tongue, though.
scissors by my side? Go ahead, tell me I'm wrong. You can't, can you, gutter dogs, all of you? Not to mention, I have no clue how to tie a good knot. So rope's totally out of the question anyway.
I have no idea what's going on anymore! Could such a heinous villain really be innocent?
But the body really was suspended, right? And nobody but the police knew about that.
Yeah. That's why we figured it had to be the real deal and not some copycat killer or whatever.
Actually, hold on. There is one person. Also, the way I copied the Jenna Jack case. Oh, I know who did it. I know who did it. That has to be obvious. You! You did it.
Here's my answer. Byakuya, it's possible you could have found out, isn't it? You'd have no problem gaining access to classified government documents or internal police records. Plus, you'd already looked through the Genocide Jack file before this all happened, hadn't you?
Oh
Are you
boy.
saying Mr. Togami did it?
Kill him! Don't kill! Don't hate me, guys. Sorry if I
the
did,
reason
though.
he pushed the theory of Genocide Jack being the killer so hard was because he wanted to pin the crime on her.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, he rearranged the scene to disguise it and make it look like I put my stamp on it. The adorable glasses man was behind it all. Oh, I'm on fire!
Well, Byakuya, what's your response?
I see. So now the suspicion falls on me. Then I must ask, when would you say I began acting suspicious? Surely you must have an answer.
Looking back and thinking about it now, the way you were acting right before we discovered the body was a little strange.
In the locker room. The suspicious visibility, wouldn't you agree? Huh? Suspicious? It's not just the locker room. Let's start the girls' locker room.
You wanted to go to the girls' locker room right away, right? But since you're a guy,
I should have naturally thought of the boys' locker room first. Is that what you want to say? The victim was Chihiro, a girl. Hence why I said we should check the girls' locker room.
Nothing
Yeah, he
strange
wants to
about
watch
that,
it.
I'd say.
on the contrary, there's something very strange.
Okay then, what's so strange about it? Go ahead, share with the rest of the class.
There's a clear on what Rock just said. I need to make it clear to everyone. They're not so very interested. Next, you're going to ask them to call the truth flashback. If you aim to the weak spot, tap and hold. Then you memorize the weak spot. The rest of the places you want to shot with a single truth bullet. If you shoot or change the truth bullet, it will disappear from your truth cycle. However, you can use this flash as many times as you want. If you don't seem to have an answer to lie or potentially, it might be the right number to different weak spot to make your case. When the best time to flashback, well, you just use you king win. In the case though, I will say that if you don't use flashback, you fail. Well then, go have fun. I have to press and hold. I'll go ahead and make it slow to make it easier though. Monocle file number 2. Okay, here we go.
So, you said Byakuya was acting kind of weird before we found the body. But he was acting weird... how?
If you're presented with the opportunity to check out the girls' locker room,
You absolutely take it!
Yeah, Coney.
That's a natural reaction for any guy!
No!
The victim was Chihiro, who was a girl. So of course I would suggest we check the girls' locker room first. There was no time for pointless distractions. What's so strange about that?
you wish you'd taken me with you.
Dude, ew.
Who was a girl. So of course I would suggest...
So, you said Byakuya was acting kind of weird before we found the body.
How was I supposed to do that?
You said Byakuya was acting kind of weird before we found the body. But he was acting weird...
If you're presented with the opportunity to... That's a
Natural reaction for any guy!
The victim...
There we go. That took a while, guys, to figure it out. Oh my goodness.
I'll tell you what's so strange about that. Because up until we actually discovered the body, we couldn't have known who the victim was. So your claim that you went to the girls' locker room first because Chihiro was the victim doesn't hold up.
I see. That's a good answer, I must admit. Interesting. Very interesting indeed. But your reasoning is still too weak.
What?
What's wrong? Is that it? Surely you've got more than that. Go ahead. Show us.
What's your attitude? It's like he doesn't even care. Exactly! I got him confirmed, but it's acting like it was nothing to do with him.
What's the matter? You're not finished already, are you? There must be more to it.
There is. I think.
There is more to it. Think about it.
You finally talk! For once!
We just talked about the differences between this case and past Genocide Jack incidents. The proof you're looking for is hidden in there.
Oh? Proof that I'm the culprit, you mean?
No. In the case in the other incident's murder, there is a proof that is responsible for Hidden Dale. What could it be? What could it be? Library Dex Temp Lamp.
What? The difference between the cases? You want me to explain it again?
No, we're fine.
When I want to kill, I use my very own special scissors. And I use those same scissors to arrange the body.
But Chihiro was suspended with...
I don't know.
It was some kind of rope. Was it not?
Yeah.
That's right! It absolutely was!
Then there must be something very fishy indeed about that rope.
Hey, Byakuya, where'd you get it from, huh?
I'd never seen that rope before and...
Lie.
Actually, I'm pretty sure you have seen it before.
Agreed.
Because you see, that rope, or should I say,
Cord.
that extension cord?
What? An extension cord?
Byakuya, you've used the extension cord in the library more than once, haven't you? And the same extension cord that was in the library all this time went missing after the murder. And there's no way someone who uses that extension cord as much as you do wouldn't discover that fact.
Byakuya must be the one who took the extension cord. I can't imagine any other possibility.
That's really what you think? Then your conclusion is something like this? I killed Chihiro in the girls' locker room, then hung her up and wrote that bloody message. I intentionally made it look like Genocide Jack was behind it. Is that about right?
He's doing it again. I know, he's totally calm, totally unconcerned. As if he's not even involved. Wait, not even involved?
What's wrong? I asked you if you think that's what happened.
Hell yes, that's what happened. So that's it, right? Byakuya's the killer.
I don't disagree with not disagreeing.
He kept calling this a game, right? So he'd be totally willing to do something like this to win.
Sorry, but could we hold on just a second? I think we need to talk about this a little more.
Yeah, definitely.
Do we really need to? We've already decided who did it.
I know, but still, there's something that's still bothering me.
Is that right? And what, pray tell, is still bothering you? I killed her in the girls' locker room, then disguised my crime. Specifically, I dressed it up to make it look like it was the work of a homicidal psychopath. What about all that bothers you?
Wait. Well, just now, something not right. She was supposed to be found in the girls' locker room, but does that mean Kirby said that Joker said the truth? No, I don't think that. There's something about him. No, let's be the middle one.
I got it!
Yeah, got it, Diego.
You say you killed Chihiro in the girls' locker room, right? But are you sure about that? Isn't it possible that the murder took place somewhere else?
How disappointing. What kind of question is that? Even in the world of disappointments, this is a true letdown.
No, it's
She
not.
was found dead in the girls' locker room. There is absolutely no question about that. How could the scene of the crime have been anywhere else?
Well, I think it's entirely possible that she was killed somewhere else, then carried there later, along with the rest of the murder scene.
That could be true, that could be true.
The rest of the murder scene?
You don't get it, dude? Oh, Bakuga.
That was awfully specific. Please tell me you have a reason for saying all of that.
Yes, we do!
I believe I do.
I'll tell you, hey Bakuga, this is just take you, that is take you off guard. When I saw it's not a move for the crime scene, Bakuga would have been so quick to turn out. Maybe Bakuga never realized that actually seeing the crime could have been someone else.
Hey, don't just move on without permission. What do you mean she was killed somewhere else?
Come on, Makoto.
I'll say
If
it!
there's any chance the murder took place somewhere else, let's see the proof.
If it's a show's murder took place somewhere else, there was something else says when the boys are in the girls' locker room. No. It was the pictures. Where is it? Yeah, there it is.
I got it!
That kind of took...
The proof that she
No,
was
it wasn't.
killed somewhere else is the poster that's hanging in each locker room.
Your proof is some posters?
Yes!
The poster in the girls' locker room was a picture of a big boobed supermodel. But don't you think that's kind of strange?
Yeah.
Why would the girls' locker room have a poster like that?
I bet those massive jugs of hers were totally fake!
That could be true.
Meanwhile, the boys' locker room had a poster of the super popular boy band Tornado. Again, that doesn't really seem to belong in a boys' locker room.
No.
So you're saying that maybe the posters were switched?
Yeah.
And there's one other thing I noticed about the locker rooms. You know what I'm talking about, right, Sakura?
You're referring to my protein coffee, aren't you?
Yep.
Protein coffee? While I was in the girls' locker room earlier, I spilled some protein coffee on the carpet. But I noticed that after the murder, the stain had been totally scrubbed away.
No, it's not the stain was scrubbed away. It was moved. It was moved.
I got it!
Oh, it was a boys' locker room? Seriously?
The stain on the girls' locker room carpet wasn't scrubbed away. In fact, I found it on the boys' locker room carpet.
That's definitely the stain from my protein coffee.
Then, does that mean that the carpets were switched too? But why would anyone do that?
To move the murder scene from one locker room to the other. It's certainly plausible, don't you think? In other words, in order to completely swap the scene of the crime, the blood-stained poster and carpet were moved along with the dead body. By doing this, the killer was able to change the entire room where the murder took place.
I can certainly follow your reasoning, but why would the culprit bother doing that?
Huh?
Why would they go through all that trouble of switching the scene of the crime? Actually, an even bigger question. If the murder did take place in the boys' locker room, then how did Chihiro get in the boys' locker room in the first place? To get into the locker rooms, you have to swipe your e-handbook across the card reader device. But Chihiro's handbook should have only allowed her access to the girls' locker room. She had no way to get into the boys' locker room to begin with.
No, she did have a way, and I can tell you what it was.
I highly doubt that.
Shut up! I'm telling you, I know how she could have done it.
See why? Could you really have gotten to the boys' locker room somehow? No, I don't know. I know he's a boy guy, so let's see what they have to say. Broken e-handbook. Really?
Is it really possible?
Oh, this is on.
Could Chihiro really have gotten into the boys' locker room somehow?
Ah! I got it! She must have hacked her e-handbook. She was the ultimate programmer, after all.
I don't know about that, but let's see.
I'm sure that would have been no problem for her.
No, I don't think that's it. She used the thing that was in the main hall.
Huh? What thing?
I'm talking about
Leon's handbook? What? Seriously?
I'm talking about...
So that was right.
No, it's wrong.
I thought this a truth in the gunfight. I guess not.
No, I don't think Chihiro used Leon's handbook.
No.
Why not?
Because Leon's handbook was broken.
Oh. Well, then, yeah, I guess that'd be pretty impossible, huh?
I am struck silent by how quickly you gave up.
Plus, isn't there a regulation against using someone else's handbook?
Actually, the rule states that loaning your handbook is prohibited. It says nothing about borrowing one. In other words, you could borrow a dead person's handbook all you want, and you'd be safe.
Yup, yup, yup! Hit the nail square on the noggin!
Damn.
Of course, if it were broken, that wouldn't make any sense anyway.
So then, she must have hacked hers, like I said. She used her ultimate programmer skills and...
Psst! You can't fix an e-handbook! The instant you open one up, a security buzzer starts blaring!
So, if she didn't use Leon's handbook, and she didn't modify her own handbook...
Maybe Mr. Naegi's initial assumption is just... wrong?
No?
It seems like there's no way she could have got into the boys' locker room. So I guess so.
Okay then, I vote for Byakuya!
Is that true then? Chihiro was killed the girls and Byakuya was the one who did it, really? But still, I don't know what else could do.
Hold on a second. I agree with you, though. I think you're on the right track.
What the... You finally decide to open your mouth and that's what you've got to say?
She did talk earlier,
There's
idiot.
no way she could get in the boys' locker room, right? So...
Why are you so sure she couldn't get in? There's still one other way she could have gained access.
What?
What are you talking about? What other way is there?
Well, to explain that, why don't we take a little break from the trial? I'd like you all to come see something.
Wait! Just what do you think you're doing?
Look at us, get the damn score and fuck your life!
Don't worry. This'll make the whole trial more exciting. I'm sure that thought must please you.
Huh? It'll make things more exciting? Well, all right then. I declare an official class trial recess.
For real?
You got donuts, Io.
Now then, what is it you want to show us? It better not be boring or I'll be very unhappy.
Oh, I have no doubt it'll meet your lofty expectations. So, shall we go?
Yeah, let's go. So before I even know what's happening, the class trial has been put on hold. We head off, and Carl was in lead. And where she took us was... back to the boys. Yeah. Chihiro. Rest in peace.
The girls' locker room?
You've already searched this place top to bottom! What are you trying to pull, Missy?
Hey, don't call it that.
I'd like you to examine the victim's body one more time.
You want to check it again?
Be sure to examine the entire body very carefully. Take your time.
Examine her carefully? Like using our hands? No way!
Oh, come on now. That's...
probably best if I don't run my hands all over a girl's dead body.
I would do it!
It's not that I'm creeped out or anything, it's just based on religious grounds, you know?
That's kind of true.
Very well. I'll do it.
Yay, Sakura! Great way!
But you're a girl. You shouldn't have to touch a dead body. Just let one of the boys do it.
No, it's okay. I think Chihiro would rather have a girl examine her.
Ooh.
So just leave this to me.
Sakura. What is this? Some kind of secret girl-on-girl action? Is that what you two are about? That's not it at all. Stop screwing around.
Okay, here I go. I'm sorry, Chihiro. Please excuse the intrusion.
Put hands to tail the trail. Sakura to quickly examine her body.
Be sure to check her entire body, and I believe we will solve this particular mystery.
Yes, we will.
Her entire body? I know you say that, but... What? This is... What is this...
What do you see?
What is it? Not possible. It's not possible.
Did you figure it out? I feel it. Sakura eyes are starting to wilt as Chiyo's life is falling. Her massive will tremble.
This girl is
what?
Is a boy!
Ah, I see. So she was actually a he. Interesting. Thank you for confirming this fact.
I knew he was a boy!
What?
You said what, Tiffany?
You're joking, right?
No, look at his little dick.
I wouldn't joke about this.
No.
Ben, it's really true? Chihiro was a guy?
Oh, what? You guys didn't know? Heck, I knew that right off the bat. Chihiro Fujisaki was totally a guy.
So why did the game say she was a she?
He was a cross-dresser? Oh, I'm really on fire! I wish I had killed him!
What? So that's what Kyoko wanted to show everyone, huh? Interesting.
Yep, that he was smart and thick.
Yes, that certainly does make things much more exciting. Now let's ride this wave of excitement back to the courtroom and get back to the trial.
Okay. Oh god, this episode's getting long.
Ahem. I do apologize for keeping you waiting. Now then, let's resume the class trial. We've all just learned of the shocking revelation that Chihiro was actually a boy. Let's pick up from there.
Yes, well, I don't know his reason for hiding it, but the fact is, Chihiro was not a girl, but a boy.
Yeah, to think that Chihiro was actually a guy, the doubt he was even crossed my mind.
And because the victim was male, he would have had no problem gaining access to the boys' locker room.
Assuming his handbook did, in fact, list his gender as male, then yes, that would be true.
Now you admit it?
Of course his handbook said he was a boy. He dressed like a girl, but he was a boy through and through.
Now with boobs, of course.
So then, there should be no issue with Makoto's initial assertion. The victim was killed in the boys' locker room, and was then later moved to the girls' locker room. And the killer could have easily used Sayaka or Junko's handbook to get into the girls' locker room.
So Chihiro really was killed in the boys' locker room?
I still don't understand the motive for moving the body, but yes, that does seem plausible.
Well, I must admit, I did find it rather odd.
Damn, boy.
I knew he felt a little off. There was a certain incongruity to his female body.
He's a boy.
This is the most titillating situation!
So now everything has been connected. All the mysteries have finally become clear.
Okay, well, connected or clear or whatever. We still think you're the killer, remember?
Very interesting. This has become very interesting indeed.
Definitely.
He's off in his own little world.
I agree.
What about you, Makoto? After everything we've learned, do you still think Byakuya's the killer?
Well, without a doubt, Byakuya is the one that made Chihiro's death look like Genocide Jack did it. But I think he might not actually be the killer after all.
I wish he was!
But aren't you the one who accused him in the first place?
He just seems to be too easygoing about all this. Like he's enjoying us solving the mystery. The way he's acting, it makes it seem like it doesn't have anything to do with him.
And you think that might be because it doesn't have anything to do with him?
No, plus, the evidence he left behind was a little too... how can I put it? Overt. He consciously chose to use the extension cord, knowing it could connect him to the murder. At least, that's how I see it. And Byakuya, when you found out the murder took place in the boys' locker room, it seemed to rattle you. And then again, when you found out Chihiro was actually a guy, if you really were the killer, that stuff wouldn't have had any effect on you.
So that's your thinking, huh? Well, it bothers me that you don't have more concrete reasons, but it's fine. I guess I'll mark it as correct for the time being.
Mark it as correct?
He's right. I am not the culprit. I just happened to come across the corpse in the girls' locker room and decided to alter it.
Are you fucking with us right now?
No, I am not effing with you right now. I'm telling you the truth.
I find it very hard to believe.
Go ahead. Find it very hard to believe. You're free to be executed along with the rest of us.
If you're really telling the truth, then why? Why do you do that to his body?
My reasons hardly matter right now. Uncovering the culprit is much more important, wouldn't you say? Now then, if it wasn't me, who was it?
Well, I don't think I can say for sure without talking about it a little more.
We're seriously gonna keep going? We're all good, aren't we? I thought it was clear Byakuya did it.
Nope.
No, I'm with Makoto.
Yes.
If there's any doubt whatsoever, we need to explore every possibility. Because if we're wrong, we all die here.
Yeah.
That's true. Very well then. I'm with you too.
Yay!
Damn straight. Count me in.
Yes.
Do you not have a mind of your own?
What?
Of course I do. What am I, an ant or something?
Anyway, let's discuss this all as a group one more time. We still have time to make our decision.
That's very true.
Our lives are all on the line.
Excellent. Then shall we resume our game of hide and seek?
No. Well, Baka didn't do it. The one who killed Kumo Chiro. Baka should be known as the killer. The killer's the answer to the wings, which means the killer's the guy. Since the cutscene was the Balaku, you would know be a boy handbook to get in. Since the nun happens to play Baka, the killer will have to kill their own. In other words, it has to be a guy. But to send over, I need to find the more clues. Aw, seriously? Celestia's account. Woo! Let's go with okay.
Isn't there a single clue that might lead us to who did it?
Well, clues are one thing, but did nobody get a look at the killer?
I'm sure if someone saw the killer, they would have said something by now.
Perhaps someone saw the victim at some point. Even that might be enough for now.
Celestia!
Yeah. All we need right now.
No, that wasn't night. That wasn't right.
It's over. It's all over.
Don't say that.
You want to know who saw the victim? The killer. And only the killer. And it's not like they're just gonna turn themselves in. Game over, man. Game over.
Yeah! No! Not game over!
I'm so confused.
The killer. And
It was that one?
No, it's wrong.
That took so long to figure it out! Oh my goodness, that took forever! I'm trying to figure it out.
I believe someone else did see the victim before he was murdered. What do you think, Celeste?
Now that you mention it, yes, I did see him.
Really?
That took so long.
Oh, but I suppose only Makoto knows about this. The rest of you had no idea, did you? That is why you're all making such ugly noises.
Ugly noises.
Whatever! Just hurry up and tell us!
It was last night, right before nighttime. I saw Chihiro in the dormitory warehouse.
Yeah, like that.
I saw him stuffing a track jacket into a duffel bag. And then, I assume, he headed off to exercise.
Like the workout.
A track jacket and a duffel bag. But we didn't find anything like that at the murder scene.
No.
It seems likely that the culprit destroyed them to get rid of any evidence.
And that is when he said something that struck me as rather odd.
What was... Well, I'm gonna get going.
Chihiro told me he was in a hurry. But why would he be in a hurry? Only if someone were waiting for him, I should think.
So, Mr. Fujisaki was on his way to meet with someone, and then they were going to work out together?
But Hina and I had invited him to exercise with us plenty of times, and he always declined.
Like why?
Probably because he was afraid you'd find out the secret he was hiding, right?
Which means that conversely, he must have trusted whoever he was meeting with very much. Enough so that he was willing to risk his secret being revealed.
Oh, what a marvelous friendship! The point is, whoever he met up with is the culprit, right? So we just gotta figure out who it was.
But knowing what we know, I can't even guess.
No, you already have what you need to make the connection.
Oh?
Huh?
Really?
You know who the killer is.
Seriously?
Who is it? Who's the killer?
Think back to the track jacket and duffel bag the killer disposed of. Focus on the details of these items, and it should become obvious who was waiting for him.
Are you sure about that?
Yes.
You really think we can figure out who did it based on two pieces of evidence that we don't have?
What? You want to track down some fingerprints or something?
Even if we had the equipment for that, we wouldn't know how to use it.
As was noted, the evidence is already gone. There's nothing to get fingerprints from.
Maybe, but we can make certain inferences if we just take the time to talk it out.
Easy for you to say. But fine. Celeste, did you notice anything special about the bag or jacket?
The bag was just a normal duffel bag from the warehouse. All the bags in there are the same, so I can't imagine what would make that one special.
Well, if I remember right, there was a decent variety of tracksuits to choose from. Do you think there might be some connection between the culprit and Chihiro's jacket?
Perhaps. Let's explore that and talk a bit more about the jacket he took.
Did Chihiro take jacket that really holds some clue about the killer? Somehow, it's really hard to believe. Oh god, this again. This is gonna be a long episode, guys. So let's just account again? Really? Okay then.
First of all, we know where Chihiro was headed. He was on his way to go exercise. So next we have to ask, why did he choose the specific tracksuit that he did?
What do you mean, the specific tracksuit?
I got it! He picked that tracksuit because it matched the one the culprit was wearing.
So, what you're saying is, the killer was wearing the same blue tracksuit as him? My tracksuit is black.
I don't even have a tracksuit. Because exercising sucks.
Hey!
I have a white tracksuit personally. I got it from the warehouse, if you must know.
Did any of that really help us get any closer to figuring out who the culprit is?
No way. Not a chance.
You heard him, right? What he just said without even realizing it?
Oh, I'm at.
The killer was wearing this
Blue tracksuit.
as him?
It was that!
The killer was wearing...
Yeah, it was it.
No,
So I didn't have to use the blue trap. I didn't have to use the truth bull on that one.
Hold on a second, Mondo. What did you just say?
Huh? What'd I say?
When Celeste testified a few minutes ago, she said,
I saw him stuff with Jack into the duffel bag, and then I was going to set up to exercise. Yeah.
she never said anything about the jacket's color. So why did you say Chihiro's blue tracksuit?
What are you? You just...
Hey, Celeste, what color was Chihiro's tracksuit?
As a matter of fact, it was blue.
Black or hail? But why is it black then?
Before we began the trial, did you tell anyone that?
The only one I told about any of this was you.
Then, Mondo, how did you know what color Chihiro's tracksuit was?
Because I'm sure we saw the clothes at some point in the investigation.
No, that can't be it. The bag and clothes were surely disposed of by the time we began our investigation.
Then the only reason he could have known what color the tracksuit was is if he saw Cherry with it before he died! That's the only possibility! Are you talking about Chihiro? So, how about it? Did you see the tracksuit or didn't you?
Just by chance. I just happened to see it last night. He walked past me, and he was carrying the tracksuit in his hands.
No, that can't be it either. According to Celeste's testimony,
She spread the whole back and oh, it was almost like she was trying to hide it. And just like that, she was gone.
when Celeste noticed it, Chihiro made a point of making sure the jacket was completely in the bag. If you just ran into him briefly, you couldn't possibly have seen what color the tracksuit was.
It would appear you dug your own grave.
Perhaps. But you handed him the shovel, didn't you? That's why you said what you did. Focus on the tracksuit and it'll be obvious who he met with? What a bunch of nonsense.
Ah, now I understand. It was all one big bluff, wasn't it? Your true intention was to draw a slip of the tongue from the culprit. That's why you said you knew who did it, to put them on edge.
That's right. However, Mondo was my target all along. I had my suspicions about him from the very beginning.
Oh!
Why? What made you so suspicious?
That's a good question.
Because of him.
Notice such a tiny detail?
Are you a witch? She's a witch! You're positively frightful!
No, I'm not the frightful one. Not nearly as frightful as someone capable of murdering a friend.
Oh, was it really you?
No! Him!
Did you really kill Chihiro?
Did he really? I'm on disbelief. No!
I didn't kill anyone!
Can't be him.
You've been all over me, judging everything I say, putting words in my mouth.
Forgot a customer.
What gives you the right to treat me like a goddamn criminal?
Yeah! He would never do something like that! This is a false accusation!
No, it can't be.
It's true. My reasoning on that is pretty shaky.
That was fast.
Well, this does present us with a problem. It seems we are all out of leads.
My time has nearly come.
How?
That's what my little ghost friend is telling me.
Oh yeah, that reminds me. Ifumi, weren't you telling me you found some evidence?
Really? What kind of evidence?
Actually, now that I'm thinking about it here calmly, it might not be all that relevant.
Jeez, does your confidence just get up and walk away? It's fine, man. Just tell us.
Let's go ahead.
If you really insist, then, here it is.
What do you have there?
It happens to be an e-handbook. I found it laying on the ground, so I scooped it up.
No, it must belongs to... It's Chihiro's.
I got it!
How's it his then?
We know Chihiro's handbook was missing from the scene of the crime, right?
For a fact.
For a fact indeed. I was totally sure I'd found it.
Then it must hold some clue about the culprit, right?
Well, that's what I was hoping. But it's busted. It won't even turn on.
I imagine the culprit broke it to get rid of any evidence after the murder.
That's odd. I didn't think the handbooks were quite so fragile.
You're right. They're not. They're totally waterproof and shock resistant. It would take an awful lot to break one.
And yet, this one does appear to be broken, as is Leon's, sitting useless in the main hall. For all your confidence, that is a remarkably high failure rate.
Do you think there might be some kind of mystery in there somewhere? How precisely did the handbooks get broken?
How did I have a break? By exploding? By hitting its weak point.
I got it! You already told us before that the handbook has one weak point, didn't you?
Yeah! You remember that?
Yes.
Sure, maybe I let that slip, but I never told anyone what the weak point actually was.
But if the handbook is supposed to never break, and two of them broke in quick succession, then
we can only assume that someone's figured out its weakness. You know what the weakness is, right, Monokuma? So, what is it?
You're asking me?
I think it's a necessary piece of information if you want this to be a fair trial.
But if I tell you, and someone else decides to copy it, that would be very not good.
Just tell us already! Why would we want to break our own handbooks?
Oh well, I have a weakness for pushy demands.
Oh, really?
But you're sure you won't follow their example? Then allow me to make a special announcement. The weak point of my cutting-edge e-handbook is... when it's exposed to high temperatures for too long, it will suffer a meltdown and totally break!
That sounds obvious enough.
I flippin' knew it!
You knew it? Yeah, because I found the handbook laying on the floor of the sauna.
The temperature in the sauna can reach over 200 degrees. Strange how you don't get burnt, huh? It's because as your sweat
Alright, dancing, it's pretty awkward.
it creates a cooling layer of air around your skin. If the hot air of the sauna were somehow pushed directly onto your skin, you'd definitely get fried.
That's not good.
That layer of air would get blown away. That's why you may feel a burning when you move around. So when you're in a sauna, make sure to keep nice and still.
Interesting. I learned one new fact today.
That is a mere trifling speck of knowledge.
Anyway, if you found the victim's handbook in the sauna, then the killer must have been purposely trying to raise its temperature in order to break it.
meaning the culprit somehow knew its weakness.
Yes.
How'd they find out? Monokuma said he didn't tell anyone, right?
Indeed. Quite the mystery.
What if they found out by accident?
What do you mean by accident?
That could be
What
it.
if the killer took their own handbook into the sauna, not knowing its weakness, and it broke? They'd realize it was broken, of course, and it wouldn't be hard to figure out why. And once they had Chihiro's handbook, they knew they had an easy way to dispose of it.
I won't say it's not possible, but who would have done something like that? I don't know of anyone who took their handbook into the sauna.
I might know someone who did.
Whoa! Seriously?
I think the one who may have taken their handbook into the sauna was...
Oh no, he started to cry. How about the people to the sauna? Maybe the one who threw the clothes in the sauna, it was... Oh god, I can't believe it. I know who it is. Wait, let's see. Mondo?
Here's my answer.
I'm sorry.
Mondo, your handbook got broken in the sauna, didn't it?
What? Why? Why do you keep accusing him?
Mondo and Taka had an endurance contest in the sauna not too long ago, remember?
Oh yeah, that part. Oh god.
And for the contest, Mondo just so happened to keep his school uniform on. But little did he realize, he'd also left his handbook in one of his uniform pockets. And when it was all over, Mondo discovered that taking your handbook into the sauna could easily destroy it.
No, wait, hold on. You've got it all wrong. He would never kill. I don't accept this. Show me the proof. The actual solid proof.
I mean, I don't believe it either, but I found something that proves beyond a shadow of a doubt. Okay, more arguments. Oh god, really? I think it's the bottom one.
Let's test Makoto's assertion.
Oh, wrong one.
If what he said... You broke your own handbook.
In other words, if Mondo's handbook is actually broken, then that proves that what Makoto said is right.
Well, my goddamn handbook works just fine.
Just fine? You should.
Well, my goddamn
It was a broken E1. Oh my god, guys. I've been seeing like for the next 5 minutes to figure this out.
Mondo, the handbook you have right now, is it really yours?
What the fuck is that supposed to mean?
The broken handbook that was in the main hall, isn't that one actually yours?
What the heck are you talking about?
What I mean is, I think Mondo swapped his handbook out for one that actually works. I think he took Leon's handbook and replaced it with his own. After all, Monokuma said himself that Leon's handbook never should have broken.
That's right! The punishment it suffered wasn't nearly enough to destroy it.
So then, the broken handbook in the main hall is actually Mondo's, which would mean that the handbook Mondo has right now is actually Leon's, yes?
But doesn't that violate the school regulation that says loaning out your handbook is prohibited?
Well, here's how I look at it. There is a rule about loaning your handbook to another student, but if they're dead, they're not a student. It's kind of a gray area, I admit. But no worries. If anything, it just makes things more interesting. As such, I decree that exchanging handbooks with a corpse is not a violation of the rules.
Yeah.
Well, Mondo, if I'm wrong about this, you're welcome to say so. I'm happy to admit I made a mistake, but...
Son of a bitch.
What's wrong, bro? Come on! Tell him he's wrong! You are wrong! You have to be wrong! Everything you just said is wrong! You made it all up!
Okay, then why don't we look back on this case one more time, from the beginning? That way, everything will become clear, and we'll all see if I was right or wrong.
Oh, here we go, here we go. Storyline, okay, here we go. Act 1. Shit, let's take a look, guys. Hold on a sec.
The killer is... you!
Okay, I don't know if this is right, guys, so let's see how it is.
First, let's take a look back to before the incident. Last night, Celeste saw Chihiro in the warehouse, correct? At the time, she was apparently stuffing something into a duffel bag.
Yep.
That something was a blue tracksuit. You can confirm this, right, Celeste?
Bye-bye.
With bag in hand, Chihiro headed out, even though it was officially nighttime. She made her way to the locker room, specifically the boys' locker room. But how could the victim, who was apparently a girl, access the boys' locker room?
Seriously? Oh yeah, I had to switch it. And I was supposed to switch it.
Simple.
I switched it.
Because she was really a he, which is why he was able to use his own handbook to gain entrance to the boys' locker room. Once inside, he met with someone there. And the person he met was the one who killed him.
Yep, he walked out.
It seems likely that the killer grabbed the nearby dumbbell, approached the unsuspecting Chihiro.
Oh boy. No! Oh damn it!
And that's where the bloodstains on the poster and carpeting in the boys' locker room came from.
Oh boy. Why did you kill him? Why did you kill Chilo?
It was likely in the heat of the moment. The body was arranged, but the murder itself felt unplanned.
Oh, that was right. I was scared about that.
To try and hide the act. First, pulling up the bloodstained carpet. Then, removing the bloody poster.
Huh? Oh, that. No.
Finally carrying the corpse into the girls' locker room.
It was hard to tell, guys. It's not easy.
It was necessary to get into the locker room, of course. But this alone doesn't prove that the killer was necessarily a girl. After all, Sayaka and Junko's handbooks had been placed in the main hall. Using one of those, a boy could get into the girls' locker room without much problem.
You switch.
And that's exactly how the killer did it. With the carpet and the poster they brought with them, they got to work. They changed the layout of the boys' and girls' locker room in what you might call a crime scene switch.
Oh, here he goes. Here he is.
That could have been the end of things, but no. Yakuya discovered the body and decided to intervene in the situation, making things even more complicated.
That was right. Use the code, boy.
So, after stumbling on the crime scene, he went and grabbed the extension cord from the library, and then he got to work.
Disturbing!
He used the cord to string up Chihiro's lifeless body.
Buttless. Why did he do that?
Then, using the victim's own blood, he left a grisly message there at the scene of the crime. He wanted to create the illusion that Genocide Jack was responsible for the slaughter.
But it wasn't.
And around the same time that the Yakuya was putting together this facade, the killer, having already disposed of Chihiro's bag and other belongings, arrived at the sauna. There, they planned to destroy the last piece of evidence, Chihiro's handbook.
He tossed it in, and gone.
And just as the killer expected, the steamy sauna was enough to ruin the electronic gadget. Somehow, the killer knew that the handbook couldn't stand up to the heat of the sauna. And the reason they knew that is because the sauna had already wrecked their own handbook. And that's how it all played out.
Oh boy. Why?
Right, Mondo Arata.
Why, Mondo? I really like how you cuss and all, but why?
Wait! No! This can't be right! Where's your evidence? Yeah! Where's your evidence? You need evidence! You need proof!
That is the proof!
Without any proof, you can't pin any of this on him!
There's always was an alien in the trial. It can't solve so where Mondo handbook is right now. While doing anything to become clear. It happens after the Battle of Blue Title. Interested? Let's a little bit for the fine child in night time. During the battle, if you press the filler button on the right, feel time to activate and the top of the focus in the mass. At the point when you push the button on the right, you won't miss. So you can tap the screen however you want to destroy the assault. But the only last of your focus can runs out for you Wesley. Of course, it will be fair if you only you can gain a special time, right? So we also feel something called nag time and the loss you can use. The also will after nag time to the bullet time battle, your tempo mark will disappear, make it hard to keep the rhythm. If you want to activate time at the point, oh never mind, I'm sure nothing will happen, I'm not worried. Actually, if you actually such as say gentle, nag time won't happen. Well then, good luck and have fun. Okay, is this the part just like Leon's? Yeah, just like Leon's. Oh dude, you have to do this.
You're wrong!
Final strike. Oh boy, here you go.
Show me some evidence!
This should prove it!
That should prove it! Wait.
If my thinking so far is right, Mondo must have replaced his broken handbook with Leon's. In which case, we can just check each of our handbooks right now. Once we do that, we'll...
We don't gotta do that.
Huh?
Yeah.
He's gonna admit it.
I did it. I killed him.
Why did you kill him? I don't understand. Just why you do it? Okay, I got mostly A's. At least that's what counts, right? And the final result is what? What's the result? Oh, there he is. There, that's what counts. Hey.
Bro, what are you saying?
I got no choice, man. After hearing all that, I gotta just give up.
Just a minute, of course.
Go ahead, Monokuma. Get it over with. Ask for the goddamn verdict.
Roger that!
Wait! Hold on!
No waiting! No holding on! Time for the moment we've all been waiting for! Grab your lever and give it a yank! Who will you elect as the Blackened this time around? Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one? What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be?
No, Shama Kuma. I don't want him to die. Ooh, look. Kind of vote. And we know who it is. And sadly, he's gone now, guys. I know most of you guys like him, as I do. Why he has to go? I don't want him to go. It's just... No, he has to go bye-bye.
What?
Uh-oh, this time looks like you got it right again. Yes, it is so. The blackened killer, Jill, is Fukusaki was... Oh no! In case you were, the vote was not unbustling. Kakari chose the wrong answer. Your journey was very close to Jenny's almost, so you need to be more careful. I refuse to believe it. There's no way we will kill someone.
Sorry.
Why are you apologizing? Why? 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 Why did you do it?
Now then.
This mother took the violence aside, so let me explain on his behalf. The ceremony this time is sad story of two men. Oh, but for anyone who doesn't really want to hear, you can tap to hold fast forward to text. Anyway, there was once a young boy. His name was Chio Fukusaki. He has extreme injury work on his lack of strength. You're so weak, even though you're a boy. You have things allowed to remember you could come from his weakness. On the contrary, he tried to hide his burn suffer and fall into the weakness. Detective fed the point of a young girl. He had helped her very young. Now nobody will be able to say things about even though you're a boy. But no matter how tightly he stuck himself into the shell, the virtual combat has taken hold deep inside of him, and was not easily weeded out. As it turned out, the shell was completely empty. The completely didn't disappear until it grew stronger and stronger. I'm weak.
Weak.
Chiro, stop! You're not weak, in my opinion. Once the killing has begun at school, you have no choice but to accept this fact. After all, the war has solved the fittest. If you're not strong, you do not survive. And the lovely, hateful Marco asked to reveal the embarrassing secret. What's the course inclusion and best secret which was more devouring? What was it? Even though he's dressed like a girl, Chio is actually a boy.
Hey!
And thus the Chio could later find out no matter the cost. And thus it will be the end. The hesitant shall be cocked or roll away. But the death doesn't want to torture him with more before. If you can send trust in his does and say spell the spell. What? And yet
I'm sorry.
I'm so sorry. I don't really want to talk about it right now. But I also don't want to leave things the way I saw, so maybe I can talk about it later. After I'll try best to become stronger than I can tell everyone. He would have. No, he was the death to discover the mother himself to become stronger.
That's right.
Now my chance.
I want to change.
I want to get stronger. Accept who I am. Strong enough to tell out even though you're a boy, I'll be okay, I'll get better. But the thought of the foreign part, he's all taking his action, and so... The day he made a decision to begin exciting, he was proud to retain his mind and body. But sadly, that would be the first and only chance he would get at it.
Hey,
When he decided to start exiling, he thought it would be good to ask someone help. But he wanted to tell that person his secret first, but then ask him to help him from there. And the person he went to...
Yeah, that's right.
It was me. It sure was! The bucket game fell off the very clip to the point of many promises were, so Cherry probably figured he would consent to Mato. His daughter would make him keep in secret. Plus, Mr. Macho Mondo was the very simple strong man that Jill has always decided to. Maybe talking to Mondo as well would help him give some courage, so he went to ask Mondo to happen to become stronger. That was his operation, and he thought it would be only Mondo supposed to be able to become close to that.
Correct.
So then, the must be why Mondo did what he did to keep the promise he made to Chio. Huh? Did what? He did? You mean that's what Mondo carried Chio from the balls walking to the girls' locker room?
Indeed.
Yes, that's exactly what I mean. Wasn't it to cover for what he'd done?
Certainly.
That would have been a part of it, but I don't think it's not the main reason. The reason supposed to keep the promise between men he made to Chiro. But how did it move that body kept his secret?
Because...
If everyone knew he was killing the boys' locker room, Devin, who had been always around, she got into the boys' locker room, right? Once they started up, the feelings were immediately begun to split things, so she tried to protect Chiro's secret by putting the girls' locker room into his handbook, see? Then, Mondo altered to keep the promise he made to Chiro he was killed. Why would he do that? The more I hear you talk, the more I don't understand. I mean, you guys trust each other, right? So why did you? Because now what I did want him to know.
I knew
So
it.
that was the trigger it after all. The problem to having me build memories and secrets supposedly.
What is this?
That's impossible. Nothing called them out that badly. Something that has been done without to know, even if it was me killing someone. It's impossible.
Don't make me
I
repeat myself.
see myself. To trust other than just your own sin to highly following. Even if they can't operate it, he's after he can. That's all there is to it. But while we're on the subject, why did I tell you? They've been doing the secret he didn't want anyone to know.
Hey,
You know what Hondo did? He killed his own brother. That's not true, that can't be it. Mondo, the ultimate back again later. Many are hungry with the rough across the country trouble. But the only reason he had the chance to join again, the first was because his son someone. What happened was the other daughter. Mondo has nothing but respect for him. It was because of that Mondo even got the motorcycle. Mondo was on his family growing up. He was the only one Mondo could trust or respect. He wanted to match up his big brother, so he murdered him even he did. Mondo was supposed to be putting everything his brother. Meanwhile, the country or the brother had to put together a logic of the game. And before he knew it, he had gone to the biggest big in the country. Rather than the old brother become a gig, and his number two, his younger brother Mondo. In the beginning, everything was pretty and gravy. But when Mondo started to think about who he was picking up the game with brother someday, his brother goodness, his situation began to good and Mondo his soul. The kid gonna take over the diet, huh? They're going to get in the band models just along the ride. Can someone like that kid be a later? And that did make the game look bad. Almost every day, Mondo had to go to whisper on the other members of the game, which is why
I just
gotta get stronger than Diane. Just one time. No matter what, I gotta win.
don't fuck with me.
I don't care what it takes, I gotta come on top. In the night, the amazing brother was sharing the camera with multiple times to strength ways. But during the ways, Charlie drew up. Oh, one voice. The kid for the punch had the brothers so better than was supposed to for victory, dashed over the traffic. But suddenly, his brother didn't kill him though. He killed himself to sacrifice him. Lying to his brother's arms. The other brother saw the final words. My bad, kid. I fucked up. Sorry. Of course, he knew it was his brother's fault, but Daniel wouldn't blame him for what happened. Hey, kid, the rest of you. No matter what, you gotta keep the game together. Cause it's a team, you and me put together. It's a promise between men. He decided to hide the truth of what happened from everyone else in the game. In order to get the game together to keep the promise to his brothers. He knew about his own weakness that caused the affliction, and as a result, the team was made even stronger until the band the kid who was with the best in his big brother died. I was the guy who lose the kid brother, so he got a split and got into a kill. That's the kid expression of what happened. Mondo's the guy became the truth. He wanted the team so bad, he was willing to tell the kind of time with the brother. Strong. And yet, as soon as our king can began, he realized no matter how tough the person be, he was just another weakling that could die in an instant. Stop showing this. And then lovely, the hateful Monaco announcement that revealed the rebellious secret. At the point, it was clear I would have no promise shattering light the secret. Will kill his own other brother. We should, no matter what, I couldn't let the other gang members find out. If that happens, everything would have been ruined. Everything me and my brother had worked to create would have been destroyed. His death and the guilt I've been carrying around it would have been nothing. So that's why. Mondo. As I saw what Monaco had on me, My head filled with all kinds of fuzzy, uneasy, and just started swirling around. I never felt anything like that before.
I
didn't know what to do about it. I wasn't sure what to think or say, but after a while, the fuzzy uneasiness turned into a welcome to anxiety way down to my stomach. It was right a while then that Chill asked me to start walking out with him. Right there, and I told him a secret. He told me a secret. Seriously? Jesus.
I'm sorry.
I lied to you. But why? Why now? Why are you telling me this all of a sudden?
Huh?
Cause I mean, you kept the secret all the time, right? If I ever found out, you would...
But...
You would... But...
I want to change.
I wrapped myself in lies. I'm weak. I want to short the vision up forever. It was a lie from my gut. I felt like exposing the lie I've been lying myself. I had to change. I want to do any weak anymore. You're so strong. I couldn't hurt you right. What the secret model does?
You piece of...
So what? You saying it was just say it?
What?
You say if I really am, I should just be able to tell everyone my secret?
Huh?
I was jealous. I was jealous of Chill's strength. He had the strength to face his own weakness and try to overcome it. It was just a strength I never had. I was just jealous of him. And that jealousy broke me.
What?
Are you making fun of me? I'm strong. Are you fucking with me right now?
No!
I'm not making fun of you. You really are strong, Mondo. I feel like a hissing starting to quick sing inside my head. What did he want me to do? What was I supposed to do? Was I supposed just to sit back and let my seat get ready to ruin everything?
What's wrong?
Damn you!
Why do you have to tell you all that? Are you trying to rub a fire in my face?
I just wanted to...
I just... I'm mad at you. I'm strong.
Yeah, that's right.
That's right, I am strong. I'm strong. Oh god, oh yeah. She's stronger than you!
You son
I'm
of a
stronger
bitch!
than Diane! I don't remember anything after that. Alright, well again, he was lying on my feet, covered in blood. I had to dump in my hand and I was just staring him down on the ground. Hey!
I
Killed him.
I killed Chihiro. Even after all this time, I'm still just as weak as I've always been. And thanks to that, I did something I can never take back.
Mondo, he was not just aggressive, so angry. He had that weakest side of him as everyone just has his secret, a weakness that lived in a heart as his and turned cold-blooded. God damn it! Look at him, you see? You're just like him. For the sake of the past, for the memory. For that, he cannot leaving you in cold blood. He cut free for us outside world. He doesn't know what his true strength is. Just see hope anyone in there, cause I sure don't. You bastard! Just shut up, you son of a bitch. Go ahead, just say it again. I dare you.
Yep.
Oh, cause it means over. Is that what I want to say? But what I can't do it now because it's time for the punishment is fast approaching. Punishing?
It can't be.
You mean execution?
Well now,
That's why I told you. Why is this a piece of punishment?
Ridiculous.
Hold on.
Now then, I prepared a very special punishment.
Mama, I thought it'd be your fucking game leader. No, wait.
Let's give it everything we've got. It's punishment time.
I said wait.
Sorry, man. I couldn't keep the promise we made. From one man to another.
Damn, Taka shows some mercy there. Okay, let's see what happens. My husband found guilty. Oh my god, we had to see him go. I wanted to hang with him in other episodes. Okay, I bet you it's a bad thing. I bet you it is a bad thing. Why am I clapping for him? Don't clap for him. He's gonna die. He's tied up. That's fucked up. On the bike. Oh god, Monokuma, you too. In a ball. The cage of death. What the hell kind of punishment is that? Oh god, I don't want to say this. He bounced off. Just gonna ride there and just sit there? I guess this is fun? Oh, ain't fun, huh? No! You're gonna shock him to death? No! His blood splatter over the... Malcolm is dead? I hope sure he does die. He's gone. Then where is he? Butter? Why is he butter? And why is that delicious? Doesn't look delicious at all. I hope he's okay. He didn't deserve this at all. He didn't deserve this. Never that you show floor be at peace. Not really. It can't be my brother. Another murder and another execution. I want to feel again. If realize I'll take it so lightly here. I feel like I might be going mad. Yeah, just let it happen. He's crying so hard. I know how it feels, Taka. As Taka said, screaming as our skull, we will each force to realize once again. But he, of course, has to. What does it disappoint? This is the end of the game. We'll be back again?
What is this?
You're completely insane, you know that, Gabe? Once our friend is dead, do you realize that?
Naturally.
Of course I do, because the game is life or death.
Hey,
I don't have to say with you, I don't have the response except that.
however,
I just don't understand why. Why do you go out of the way to disguise Mardon's crime?
What?
Isn't it obvious? Because it makes things up more interesting. His author's claim, unfortunately, like the voice of a death is chilling in my bones. Last night when the murder took place, I was in the library as usual.
Honestly.
So you know the nighttime world too. That wouldn't have mattered to me, I don't recall agreeing to it.
There is nothing to be done.
Well, I don't believe it, Kale. Please continue. Oh wow! The night grew late and I started to return my room, which is when I stumbled upon him. I spotted Malcolm out of the girl's locker room, and after he's gone, I looked inside the solid corpse. What? You mean you actually witnessed the murder? You were such a fool. You didn't have to say that I seen him.
Well...
So you see, you say you knew the couple was from the very beginning?
That's right.
Indeed, but I had to be how boy would have been. I mean, with a waste of time at the end of the year from the beginning. Which is why I decided to let Ling have the hand. I thought it would leave things level up. You did all that to level the living things up?
I see.
So after hearing about Joe's Jack from Toko, you decided to use that to the fake murder scene? But damn, man, if we hadn't figured out what we done it, would have been dead too, right? Well, obviously, I won't have real truth before the ring to point. Of course, Bugger turned to look into the eyes. I could feel a sharp eye pointing to me. Thanks to Sun with Bug so on, I would never done the before extreme experience. Once I do that, it became black again, I now know who has been watched out for. What?
Correct.
So, that was your reason. Are you satisfied?
Indeed.
Yes, we're done listening to your story. Moving on.
Hey,
The thing I'd like to ask Marukuma.
What's this?
Oh, what's up?
you...
I like to find this adventuring action each time, correct? My question is why? Do you like them? Do you know this punishment, this spell, is not just for you? All the power of to gift to my by myself. You oversaturating. I am not oversaturating. The punishment is meant to entrust me all hope to the spell.
Damn.
What do you mean? Mean? Mean?
What the heck? Damn it!
Good grief, I don't understand why you have to pay up for every little stupid thing. Okay, it doesn't matter. Yeah, I'm going to stand alone with the victor and leave it real to me. Wow, the never saw that okay. Surely you understand me. I think this is starting to have a friendship.
That's enough.
Shut up. I will never stop to level the child's coming like you. Let's just... Next thing. After I kind of come victory, you're up next. I'm going to find you and kill you, understand?
In the name of my family.
And then it's called family, in which victory is the conclusion.
You're getting all riled
Oh,
up!
so cool! It's like you're the main killer of the video game selling. No trust mark for you. That's what it'll take, I will kill you. Tempura, sounds like someone need a nap. Wait, so now he wants to kill him? I hope he does, I'll be hiding for him. More common laughter pierced across the courtroom and the court closed the case of Chiro and Mondo. Oh no, it wasn't the end. The killing would still continue because the master would let it end. For those who were still alive, for wolves feel this spell keep on multiplying. It was a contest, but they felt like a blind puppy and they felt the future within us. All the courage, our efforts, our friendship, it felt like amounted to nothing at all. It was the worst contest spell. God damn. Huh?
Well, anyway, like I was saying, this is a pretty good spot. Yeah, a really good spot. Anyway, isn't it amazing how that girl went and killed someone before things even had a chance to get boring? Once things really get moving, it'll be like a roller coaster. There won't be any stopping it. Fear and despair charge forward at a speed nothing can hope to match. But I must admit, I'm disappointed.
Disappointed?
I went to all the pain and effort of making you part of the group, and you couldn't play your part. You do remember you were supposed to make the first move, right? Well, no biggie. Nothing we can do about it now, so just do your best to make things more exciting from now on, okay? After all, that's what everyone wants to see.
No, I want to ask you.
As long as you don't want to know my measurements, fire away!
Who is it? The 60 high school student, I mean.
Ooh, my, you really took me by
16
surprise
students?
here. I know I said you could ask anything, but super denied, ultra denied, demonic denied. Because you see, that's my ace in the hole.
16
and
students?
Nobody'd be dumb enough to reveal that, right? No matter how close they were to their friends.
Who's that anyways? I want to know too. Voice left the spell. Can't believe Mondo and Chiro is gone. And we have like 10 left. Just why? Everyone's gone. I don't want to see this anymore. I just don't. I feel sick to my stomach. I need to eat something. I haven't ate yet. A present of his clothes, really? Hina?
I know I shouldn't cry.
Okay, we're gonna continue this in the next episode, guys. Alright guys, that's it for today. Hope you enjoyed this video. Smash like button if you enjoyed this video. If you're new to the channel, subscribe today for anime content like right here. Also, for any questions, leave comments below. Of course, you enjoy. And of course, see you in the next one. Bye!